All right, look, the only way for you as an artist to make more money with your art is to solve your own problem. The worst thing you can do is to sit back and wait for someone to come and save you. So in this video, I'm gonna highlight 5 do's and don'ts that you can actually take and put it in practice to avoid being broke and avoid being a struggling artist. There's way too many of us artists out here struggling. So let's go. Let's start from the top. Step number 1. This is definitely don't. As an artist, you should not be sitting here waiting for a gallery to come and save you. That is the last thing that should be on your list. I'm not saying that working with gallery is a bad thing. It's an amazing thing. But you should definitely put it at the bottom of your list, because that is something that may or may not happen in your entire career as an artist. So if you've been brainwashed and you've been romanticized with the idea that, oh, as an artist, you're going to go out there, you're going to be working with galleries, it might not happen. You might work for 30 years as an artist and you might not get a chance to work with a gallery. So sitting back and constantly praying and waiting for galleries to come over so you can work with them or to come and save you and get you the exposure and get you to the collectors for you actually to sell more art, to make a living and to make more money, might not happen. So that should be somewhere at the bottom of your list. As you keep doing your own thing, if it comes along, if it happens, bravo, good, let's go. But that should not be on top of your list. What that gonna do is gonna turn you into a lazy artist, because you're gonna be expecting. And in this game, you should have zero expectation. There is no expectation as an artist. If you choose this career to be an artist, then you have zero expectation, because no one is going to save you. No one is coming for you. So you should be out here working, grinding to save yourself. So, like I said, step number 1, stop waiting for galleries to come and save you. I'm not saying that don't play the gallery game, but stop waiting for them, because they are not coming for you. They're playing a whole different game. If you get to understand how this game is played, they're playing a whole different game. They're not playing that game for you. If you create enough buzz and you have a lot of clout, then they might come. Then they're gonna definitely come for you. But for right now, you get it started as a beginner artist. Put that list somewhere at the bottom, and then depend on yourself. Number 2, waiting for a curator to come in and back you up and take you under his wing or her wing, and to kind of like help you get your exhibition going and get you the exposure that you're looking for. You should not be sitting here waiting for a curator to come and get you, because you're gonna get all these informations coming at you. Or he's a curator, or she's a curator of this place, of that gallery, of this museum, and so on and so forth. And all these stuff sounds so sexy, it sounds so fantasized, it sounds so sweet. And what you're gonna do, you're gonna try to reach out to them, sending out DMs, emails over and over and over. Look, 99% of these guys are not coming down here to save a beginner artist. 99% of these guys are not looking down here to come and save a struggling and a broke artist. If you get over that poverty line and make a lot of noise and have a lot of clouds and you're doing your own thing and you come across their radar, they would love to work for you, because at that moment it could be beneficial for them. It could be a win-win situation for them. But in this situation, when it's only a win for you and it's more work for them, forget about it. So put that list somewhere, put that on somewhere down there too in your list. No curator is coming to save you. Number 3, waiting for an art collector to find you and to start collecting your art. That is also another hard thing that you're gonna have to deal with. This is very hard for just you to find those collectors that actually out there collecting work from these galleries and all these premium places. That collector might not find you. You might know that this guy is a collector on his Instagram or his email or by way of any other social media or any channel or any links that you might find out, and try to reach out to them. You're going to try over and over and over and over because he's looking somewhere else. He's not looking down here. You're a beginner artist, you're on your own. If you're a broke, struggling artist, you are on your own. So waiting for an art collector that somebody just put you on, that this guy here or that lady here or this person here is a collector, and you're going to sit back and spend your whole time trying to reach out to them, try to get them to find out who you are and to start collecting your artists, you might be wasting your time. There's nothing wrong with doing that. You should always reach out to galleries, to the curators, to the art collectors. You should reach out to them. You should never, ever stop reach out to them. The problem here is when you stop doing what you're supposed to do, because your job is to be DIY, is to do it yourself. That's your job. Your job is to never stop creating and never stop working to get yourself out there. But what you should not do at all, is to sit back just because you created a work. So you should just sit back and wait for that gallery to come and get you because you sent out an email and you're sitting back waiting for the reply. You reach out to that curator and you're sitting back waiting for that reply to happen. Or you reach out to that collector and you're sitting back waiting for him or her to reach out to you so you can work and he can start collecting some of your work. This can take you 5, 10, 15, 20, 30 years trying to work with these people. You might not have a career as an artist. So do not sit back to wait for an art collector to collect your work in order for you to make a living, in order for you to make money. Number 4, you should not sit back to wait for a solo exhibition or a group exhibition to happen for you to actually activate yourself, for you to actually activate your work, your art. You should not sit back and wait for that to happen. You should always be on your grind. You should always be on the go. You cannot depend on these 4 things. You cannot depend on these 4 things to make a living, to make money as an artist. You should not depend on a gallery for you to have an art career to make a living. You should not depend on a curator for you to make money and for you to have a career as an artist. You should not depend on an art collector for you to have a career or for you to make money as an artist. And you should not depend on a solo exhibition or a group exhibition in order for you to have a career or in order for you to make money. Yet you should always be open, be ready to be a part of that. Preparation meets opportunity, or opportunity meets preparation, however they say it. Just always you have to be on your grind. You have to be on your P's and Q's, just ready to go. But not sitting back and waiting for these people or these 4 lists that I gave you to happen in order for you to actually stay engaged and to stay busy. Now, long story short, I'm going to tell you a story. A few years ago, I was out here grinding, doing my thing. And I heard that there was going to be a street fair downtown on 18th Street between 7th and 6th Avenue, downtown Manhattan in New York City. So me being the person that I am, I found out, is there any fee or anything? This or not? It's actually free for artists. If you're an artist, it's free. I said, oh, that's my kind of game. I love free 99. So boom, I reach out to them. I sent out an email. I got a person in charge of the curating the show. I got his phone number. He said, yes, if you're an artist, the street is for creators and artists. So we're going to put your name on the list and you're going to show up And if they find your name on the list, then you just go out there and set up. I said, bet. So I signed up. And come the D-Day, we all showed up, a bunch of artists, creators, and we were out there doing our thing. It was free. They sent out an email. We got free foot traffic, like a bunch of art collectors, a bunch of art lovers showed up, and not even mentioning the media that showed up to just profile and cover what it is that we are doing out in the street. It was a street fair. It was amazing. It was free. I always jump into those things. And this is this type of stuff that I'm talking about. When I went, I set up and action just started going. Music was going, people were painting, everybody doing their own thing. And long story short, I started selling, I started making money. Every creator was doing their own thing. And of course, people will come by, they will talk to you. And as I keep talking to people back and forth, a group of people showed up. They talked to me, they check out my work, and they said, oh, we love what you're doing. We're gonna come back. A few hours later, they came back with a few other guys, and then they said they want to talk to me. We had a conversation. They asked my background, what is it that I do, how did I get into art, and so on and so forth. We had all this conversation, and they said, you know what, we love what you're doing. We walked around here, we've seen everybody's work, but we love your uniqueness. We love your style. We love your vibe. So we're actually from Europe. We're from Amsterdam, and we publishers. So what we were doing is we want to publish a book around this fair that happened, and we think that you will be actually a beautiful fit for this show, this book that we're about to put out. So would you mind if we take a couple of pictures of you and stuff like and your work, and then we want to feature you and we want to highlight you? I said, what? 100%. That's why I'm here. I mean, that's not why I'm here, but this is why I'm open to things like that. So that happened, and long story short, this is what happened. You see, they put me on the cover of this book that they put out. It's called Book of Denim. Now, the reason being is because I have painted everything from canvases to denim jackets to aprons to you name it. I came out with vibes. I painted on anything. And they love the fact that I have painted on some denim jackets and some denim jeans and stuff like that. And they're into denims and art and just creativity. So they love the fact that I did that. So they decided they're going to put me on that cover. And this is the cover. This is the cover. This book came out a couple of years ago, and I am actually on the cover. Like, who would have ever thought? Then they showed up and took me around New York City to take a lot of pictures. There you go. So we walked around Harlem. We came to Harlem, took a walk on 125th Street, and they were we just interviewing and just asking my vibration, asking about my story and so on and so forth. And then we took a bunch of pictures, and look at that. This is in front of Apollo Theater. This is in Harlem, Apollo Theater. And this is me on the cover with my story in it. Now, this book covers a lot of other creators and a lot of other artists, but they decided to put me on the cover and inside with my story. So this is what I be saying. I could have just be lazy and stay home and decide not to go because it's just gonna be too much work. I'm gonna be out in the streets. Maybe I don't want to deal with all that stuff. I'd rather have a curator just work with me. I'd rather have a collector. I'd rather have a museum. I'd rather have something that's like your traditional solo exhibition and group exhibition, that type of lingo. But I was like, nah, I'm not here for that. I'm gonna grind. Like, DIY. I'm gonna just whatever it takes. So just hybrid. If a gallery comes, we're gonna rock with that. If a street fair comes, we're gonna rock with that. If it's online on social media, we're gonna rock with that. Just straight up hybrid, straight up independent minded. Whatever it takes to get there, whatever it takes to make it as an artist. And as a result, this happened. Again, the same way in the multi different street fairs, if I hear it, I'm gonna show up. This is a magazine that also, here I am. I was covered and I had a story inside as well. This is all street fair. This is all art fair. If I hear anything that's free, that's happening in the streets, in the city, I'm looking into it and I'm gonna get into it. And I go in and guess what happened? Things like this happen. Now I have zero expectations. I don't go there with expectations something's gonna happen. But I just go there and just set up and just display my art. And all it takes is that just one person or that two people that decided, yo, we love what you're doing. We love your work. We love your art. We are media people, or we are this type of person, or this is what we do. Can we highlight you? Can we? And for me, that's how I meet people, and that's how I slowly grind and build myself and my career as an artist. I've never been lazy. I have never been lazy as an artist. So if you actually don't play that way and you become lazy, you're gonna lose. You're not gonna make it as an artist. You cannot depend on these 4 things that I told you for your art career to actually transform. In order for you to transform as an artist, you need to go out there. You need to show up. You actually need to show up. Long story short, look, this is Bon Appetit magazine. Bon Appetit magazine, same way. Here I am. Here's my apron. Featured. All because I like to show up. If I hear it, I'm gonna be there. If it's in the street, if it's artsy, if it's creative, if it's something that relate with bringing creatives together, I'm gonna show face, and I'm gonna come over and turn my little section into like my art studio, and that's what I do. I go out there and show off, and all it takes is just maybe one media person or one influencer to say, you know what, I love what you're doing. You know what, let me do a little quick live, Instagram live on you and tag you in there. And so slowly but surely, that's how I actually grind and grow my art and my career as an artist. So as an artist, we should not be lazy. We should not be lazy. We should have a mindset and mentality of doing it our own, doing it ourselves. However, in the midst of doing that, the same way magazines will show up and highlight it and get us in the books and magazines and other online digital magazines and so forth, is the same way that a gallery might also walk by and see it and say, you know what, we would like to work with you. It's the same way that a collector might walk by and see and say, you know what, I would like to collect some of your work. It's the same way that a curator might see you and say, you know what, I would like to connect you with certain people that I know. It's the same way that, you know, a bigger artist that's walking by and say, you know what, I'm planning to do a solo show, but you know what, I'm gonna bring you in with me. Come on with me. I think it's gonna be a nice matchup to have you in the room with me. So, and it's stuff like that. But if you don't go out there in person to show face, to show your work, it's hard for these type of things to happen. It's gonna be hard to transform. Now, if you have a bigger following, if you're killing it online with your incredible, amazing followers and you're doing it, then you don't need all these, because the people online will actually learn to love you and trust you and spend their money with you. But if you are a beginner, an intermediate and an advanced artist who still don't have a clout online, but you're not taking advantage of the street fairs, you're not taking advantage of the in-person. That's what I'm talking about. If my art career was only to depend on just me being online, it would have been a tough thing. I would have struggled big time. But I just decided to just hybrid it. It's just a combination of both online and in person. And by doing that, it made it so easy for me because I get what I get from online. I get what I get also from in person. And in person has brought me more of things like this. TV stations, local New York City TV station coming into this studio to highlight, to profile what I'm doing and stuff like that. This is all by being in person. In person is what got me to actually work with Pepsi, Uber, Facebook, MasterCard, HBO, and many more. This is all me just showing up because you never know who's walking by. You never know who's gonna show up in these street fairs. So I show up. I try not to be lazy when it comes to bringing myself out, bringing my art out. So if you're getting started, if you're already in and you're trying to figure it out, this is the way to go. You have to show up in person, bring your work out, let the world see it. You cannot continue to paint canvases and it's in your crib and nobody's seeing it. I got mad canvases, but I bring what I have to bring. I create art however it comes to me. I will paint on empty paint containers to bring it out just to have something to present. And then if a prospect show up and he's interested, then you can see more of my work. Oh, here's my website. If you go on the website, click on the canvas art. All my canvases there. If you want to see more exclusive stuff that's not on the website, I have it here. And so it's just, but it's taught from being in person. So, shameless plug. If you find any value in anything that I'm saying, hit the link below. Talking about creating art. I have created my own hand-painted art pieces, aprons, and the link, click on it. If you love giving a gift that's made with love and amazing to your loved one, friends, family member, or even to yourself, grab an apron, the link below. And if you love what I'm doing, please subscribe, like, share, especially share with another creator, someone who loves art and someone who is trying to do art and trying to figure it out, trying to make money. Share this with them. Other than that, I'm gonna stop right here. I'm gonna keep it short. So go take some action and let me know how did it go. Don't be lazy. Don't be lazy. Do not wait for these guys to show up because the best option is your option. That's number 5. The best option is your option. That is the do. That's what you should do. The first 4 is don't. The number 5 is what you should do. So do not wait for galleries. Do not wait for the curator. Do not wait for art collector. Do not wait for that solo or group exhibition. But what you should do is to bet on yourself. You should wait on yourself. You should bet on yourself. And you should do it yourself. That's track number 5. That's what you should do. That's what I'm betting on. That's what I'm emphasizing to you to apply. Do it yourself. Bet on yourself. Wait on yourself. Go all in on yourself. As you're doing it, if all those guys show up, even better. It elevates your status. But in the meantime, you cannot sit here and wait for them to show up in order for you to succeed as an artist. So we're going to stop right here. I'm going to see you on the next one. Salute, number love, peace. 1.